Thank you.
Morning, Chair McPherson and members of the board. Christina Mauer, your County Budget Manager. I'm just going to give you a brief overview of the public safety and justice category of the proposed budget. Next slide. So here you can see the public safety and justice represents about $166 million in financing, or 18% of the county budget, providing funding for the sheriff coroner, district attorney, probation, public defender, Office of Response, Recovery, and Resilience, county fire protection, and contributions to Superior Court, grand jury, animal services, and the 911 Regional Communications Center. Next slide. The financing summary for public safety and justice includes revenues primarily from intergovernmental revenues for probation and the sheriff coroner, and other revenues of $73.3 million. 1.4 million in fire protection fund balance, and 92 million in the general fund contribution. Overall, the financing is increasing by 2.7%, primarily from increased costs for public safety status quo operations, offset by the public safety increase in public safety revenue, and also the increase established earlier this year for the Office of Recovery, Response, and Resilience. Next slide. This chart shows the general fund contribution changes for public safety category in the amount of $1.4 million, primarily for the new costs related to the establishment of the new department to the Office of Response, Recovery, and Resilience, and other net increases for public safety related to the restoration of the FIT program and the increased costs related to the mental health services for inmates, offset by increased public safety revenues. Next slide. This chart shows the increased expenditures for public safety and justice departments of more than $4.4 million and includes 3 full-time equivalent positions, which were added mid-year, and the funding for 2 additional positions. The sheriff coroner represents more than 50% of the expenditures, and the combined sheriff, district attorney, and probation budgets represent combined about 80% of the total expenditures. And I will address the public safety question. The decrease in public safety for county fire relates to the fact that their formula is based on the prior year. So we had a decrease in public safety revenue in 1920, and the fire allocation is 2 years in arrears. So they're receiving a reduction for 21-22. The increase that the department is receiving is based on when it actually occurs. So public safety for county fire will increase the following year based on the fact that the revenues are starting to increase again. And that's all.
You're on mute, Chair.